OMG, Alexa, are you ready for this exam tomorrow?
Yes, no, I'm not ready. The only thing I'm not really ready on is cell walls. I just don't get it.
Wow, I just so happens that I am a total expert on that
Oh my God, let's study together!
Okay, so there are many different types of cells, but cell walls are only found in plants, bacteria, and fungi. Ew. Cell walls provide rigidity and structure as well as protection for cells. In all of these cells, the cell wall is found on the outside of the plasma membrane, which is present in all cells. Cell walls are also used for control of what enters and exits the cell. Let's start by talking about plants.
Okay, so plant cells have a primary cell wall, and it's made of cellulose. Cellulose is it's a polysaccharide. Some have a secondary cell wall inside the primary cell wall. A secondary cell wall is made of lignin. For example, the cells in plants have xylem, which is used for the transport of water to strengthen. The middle lamella is another layer of the cell wall. It's made of pectins, and it connects the cell walls of adjacent cells to form the plasmodesmata.
Plasmodesmata are small holes in the cell wall that are used for communication and the exchange of nutrients or waste. But let me move on to turgor pressure. When the cell membrane is pushed up against the cell wall, the cell becomes turgid. This is what makes it rigid and stand up straight. Plant cells like solutions to be hypotonic so that the water flows through osmosis. Isotonic solutions cause the cell to become flaccid, and hypertonic solutions cause the membrane to move away from the cell wall. You do not want that. This is called plasmolyzing and prevents the cell from functioning properly.
Okay, so another kind of cell that has cell walls are fungi. Fungi are unicellular or multicellular, thick cell-walled heterotroph decomposers. So they eat decaying things and make tangles of filaments, and it's really gross. Fungal cell walls are very rigid and contain complex polysaccharides called chitin. Chitin, which is also found in the exoskeleton of insects, gross, gives structural strength to the cell walls of fungi. The fibrillar structure is built on chitin, chitosan, and B-glucans, as well as a bunch of other heteropolysaccharides.
Most prokaryotes have a rigid cell wall. Because the cell membrane is totally delicate though, it has to be restrained by an outside wall made of rigid material called murin. Murin is a unique type of peptidoglycan, a polymer of disaccharides, cross-linked by short chains of amino acids. In gram-positive bacteria, you know the kind that retains the purple crystal violet dye when subjected to the gram staining procedure? Yeah, that one. The cell wall consists of several layers of peptidoglycan. Running perpendicular to the peptidoglycan sheets is a group of molecules called teichoic acids. In the gram-negative bacteria, which does not retain that crystal violet stain, the cell wall is composed of a single layer of peptidoglycan, surrounded by a membranous structure called the outer membrane containing lipopolysaccharides and lipoproteins.
So you want to know something so interesting about cell walls?
Duh.
Okay, so the way cell walls develop actually determines particular cotton fibers, which girl, makes our very nice clothes.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was this study done, and what they found is that if it takes longer for cell walls to develop, which they found in GB, it's going to develop a prettier, more expensive cotton fiber, which, yes, my favorite too. Isn't that so cool?
That is so awesome.
So thank you so much for helping me study, girl.
No problem.
Mwah, mwah. Thank you.
You're welcome.